Restored Republic via a GCR as of May 20, 2017. Compiled by Judy Byington. A. 5y, Geopolitical Overview. 1. You were teased by the new powers that be via endless pump fakes to draw out the hardcore enemy, which executed the 9/11 attacks in September 2001. They are very dangerous, beyond desperate, and never to be trusted. Ever. Hence the stop and start strategy over an elongated period of time. 2. You were made to wait because the GCR/RV had a 5-year workout plan starting in May 2012. All the lead-up time, while emotionally debilitating and structurally aggravating, was needed to set necessary transition pillars, military, government, geopolitics and finance, so we could redeem atop of bedrock versus sand. And safely. Once. 3. Gurus were leaked good information to counter the bad information leaked by the cabal. It both informed the awakened general public of what was to come, neutralized the enemy's steady flow of propaganda and separated the true humanitarians from just the profit seekers. 4. You cannot hit what you cannot see, so the NPTB maintained a cloak of classified silence around the GCR/RV's existence as well as its implementation strategy to best protect the overall mission from sabotage. Patriots who were tasked with executing said mission on a daily scale and prevent the global population from hurting themselves with undue fiscal excitement and or unachievable timing expectations. 5. We're in another very real 3-day window of RV release performance from market close Friday, May 19 to market open Monday, May 22. 6. The RV did in fact start at midnight Thursday night, May 18 with the first T4 conversions in actual exchange centers at the true screen and sovereign rates. 7. Also, the first few group batches were processed May 18. This was done to draw out the enemy's post-RV attack strategies. 8. Air Force One left the country twice, once early on Thursday and once midday on Friday. Trump was on board once. B. GCR RV Intel Situation Report, Wonderful Life, Intel Sitrep. 1. It's been a wonderful life, for the 0.0000001% elites of the world. But for us common folk, it's been one hell of a hard, excruciating struggle. That changes forever this weekend as the meek finally inherit the earth. There's no other way to explain it. 2. 800 numbers were changed out again and re-released to intermediaries Thursday evening, May 18 just before midnight. 3. We believe it's setting up a Friday or Saturday midnight release, but can come anytime starting today 6 p.m. EST. 4. We were told Trump had left the country Thursday morning very early. That was a pump fake. He leaves today for Saudi Arabia in full public view. That is important as the president must be out of the country for GCR to implement safety reasons. 5. When the Trump traveling circus returns next week, he'll publicly resign. Privately he already has, as will Mike Pence, both due to Russian election interference, cover-up knowledge or obstruction of justice. 6. The Republic will be restored with Paul Ryan as president and Ben Sasse as vice president on July 4th weekend. Yes, Ryan has been Al Rice and is the Republic since October 29, 2015, and the entire 2016 election was a psyop to catch more hidden cabal agents. 7. Biggest emotional bang for the buck will be on a patriotic holiday, we are told, and once again America will celebrate their republic with Chinese fireworks just like we did in 1776 because the elders have yet again saved our sovereign bacon. 8. All 209 nations participating in the Paris Agreement Treaty are now under the same compliance requirements as is the U.S. Republic. New military, government, diplomacy and financial guidelines have been set in stone and must be adhered to per each nation's own international treaty signature. Non-compliance given the vast wealth coming online is viewed as national suicide. So everyone is on board. 9. New government structures and leaders are now in place in Israel and Palestine, Saudi Arabia, and Italy. All the places Trump is visiting and not by coincidence. BTW, to hold all new leaders, and old, in check during the actual RV week. 10. There has been no delay from the Chinese point of view. They are right on schedule and waited for France to complete its election and inauguration process. 11. From an American point of view, all the stops and starts were annoying and misleading, intentionally so, but deemed necessary to root out the last toxic deep state cabal agents buried within our democracy. 12. Funds worldwide have been cleared for transfer in appropriate and infinite amounts anywhere in the world, with blockchain algorithms governing and tracking money flow worldwide, complete transparency now, absolutely nowhere on earth to hide money anymore. 13. T4 and T5 currency holders will get what they are owed now, with new rates on a new safe and secure monetary system. Making NDAs silly unless you go into a private contract for a structured payout program, as most to all will with Zim. 14. T4 redemptions will now begin sometime over the weekend after the markets close. 15. Last weekend an elaborate dress rehearsal was pre-formed to big prep staff for this weekend and drain the swamp one last time. The look and feel of the RV was exactly the way it will be this weekend, even had the same urgency and release intel for the 800 numbers as they will come out. 16. This includes currency redeemers, as the military and HSBC did a final evaluation of how many currency holders were actually paying attention given a real go situation. We're collectively less than 10,000, but just from those early adapters, 10 million are expected to be contacted with 800 numbers in the first 24 hours. Of those, half are expected to set appointments and redeem in the first 72 hours. 17. The NPTB know exactly what to expect now heading into the RV weekend after the dress rehearsal last weekend, right down to the individual anonymous blog handles that pass out false information. 18. Potential security threats and cabal operatives attempting to interfere or redeem, will be rerouted by alternative military call agents based on their cell phone numbers and cell tower locations. The goal is to keep the oil and vinegar separated before the exchange appointment is even made. 19. That's why they chalked us all before we call in, as to keep bad apples away from the good to avoid any kind of potential negative public confrontation. Not a good reality if you're a cabal agent trying to restock the money pond for the family. BTW, they're all going to military jails. All of them. 20. Low-rate preachers will not be redeeming at higher sovereign rates because they won't be redeeming at all. Yup, that just happened. The NPTB know who has spread false rumor, created false websites, done false conference calls and also who their cabal handlers are, where they are and whom and where their central cabal command generals are. It's just not that hard to track phone numbers and server/routers these days, then match up from where to whom bad intel begins and ultimately is released. So careful. 03 Zim and 04 VND prognosticators and 60 LOP, no sovereign rate scam artists, payback is a bitch and judgment long been cast. 21. The NPTB have been very closely watching this community for several years, making detailed notes and recording nefarious